Hi, welcome to Masterful Divine Feminine 333. It has been some time that I've done a reading and I have been following the advice of Spirit. I needed to take a break. I still feel like I need to take a break, but there are definitely some messages that want to come through. So if you are new to my channel, welcome or welcome back. If you are returning, I am so happy that you are here. Keep in mind that the messages are timeless, so feel free to go through the channel, and if a reading or title pops out, there can definitely be some messages there for you. So this is the Spirit Animal and Oracle, right? This is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. We'll see what comes out. And what did I want to say? Oh, this is a collective reading, by the way. I have some time. I'm going to try to squeeze in a quick twin flame reading, and I definitely owe Cancer and Gemini their bonus birthday reading. But anyway, this is a channel reading for the collective energy. We'll just get into it and see what's going on. I definitely hope that you are doing well. I hope that you've been taking the time to rest. If you've been feeling like you've been needing to rest and isolate and beautify yourself and cleanse yourself, then that's what I've been doing. That's what I think many of us have been guided to do, especially for the last 6 months of the year. We're in a very delicate time where the choices that you make are going to be choices that are going to affect like the next 12 to 24 years of your life. So definitely our conscious awareness needs to be the creme de la creme at this point. Always, but definitely want to make it a priority to mention, to be very mindful of where your thoughts are. So this is the Rhino Spirit. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. Let's see what it says. So if some of you may resonate with a rhino, overcome any obstacle. The oracle messages: we always have the choice to press ahead, and Rhino Spirit strength offers you the power to break through stubborn obstacles. The animal spirit knows there is more than one way to open a path to what you seek. When Rhino Spirit appears, you are reminded that you have a marvelous ability to overcome obstacles in multiple ways by going around them, shattering them with the force of clear, deliberate intentions, or even transforming them into clouds that drift away by refusing them to limit you. Apply your Rhino Spirit with creativity, and no obstacle can stand. For you have magic to make and many ways in which to make it. Your power is awesome right now. Rhino Spirit also wants to remind you that when an obstacle appears to prevent you from getting what you desire today, it means that something much better is coming up. Keep that in mind when you consider the nature of the obstacle in front of you now. Great Spirit loves you so much and only wants the best for you. The appearance of an obstacle in front of you offers you a choice. Barrel into it and bang your head, or find your easiest way around it and don't fight it. Are you exhausted by your efforts to break through an obstacle? Are you stubbornly insisting that there's only one way to remove it from your path? Rhino Spirit is here to tell you that sometimes the answer is no. Sometimes it is no, not yet. And sometimes it is no, not the way you think it should be. Open to new possibilities and you will find other options begin to appear. Not every conflict is worth engaging in, and not every obstacle is worth resisting head on. Don't waste energy banging your head against the wall, right? So Rhino Spirit says that, yes, you are here. You are going to overcome an obstacle. That cliche saying that we know to be true, that nothing lasts forever. So definitely sure that that resonated with some of you. Now I'm guided to go with the career deck, because for some of you, your obstacle could be career and life related. So let's see what we got there. See if we get one more. Oh, wow. Some of you are like, spill the beans. Tell them about all the craziness I've been going through at work. Okay. We have flexibility, great match, and guidance. Let's see if I can get a picture of that, because it's beautiful. Flexibility. You'll need to see in the dark to maneuver the coming changes. While it seems extreme, just hang in there. This too shall pass. And great match. You are on the verge of finding the perfect work for you. Don't give up. You may need to grow your own business to be truly happy. Guidance. Divine forces are showing you the way to go. You are discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. So for some of you, it's definitely coming through that you may have a full-time job, but you're considering venturing off into a new business and leaving that job, or you may think that you are about to be let go from your job and you don't really want to go back to like another 9-to-5 corporate job. So you're starting to experience new ways of making income. You're definitely exploring new possibilities of even traveling for work, relocating for work. And while some of it may still seem unclear and you may be in the dark with how things are going to come up, the first card, flexibility, right, reminds you to be flexible so you can see the things in the dark. Be open to the change, be open to the obstacle. And the obstacle card reminds you to not fight also the obstacle, not put in so many effort in trying to overcome the obstacle in a way, just allowing the obstacle to kind of move through as it's moving through, and also reconsidering the way that you're fighting the obstacle. So you may have been in this situation in the past. It may be similar to something you've already experienced, or you may be thinking about old ways of managing this current obstacle that you're facing, and Spirit is saying, explore new ideas, explore new ways of thinking, and also very importantly, explore that this may not even be an obstacle worth fighting for, or fighting to change, right? Maybe you are better off being fired. Maybe you are better off quitting, right? And I know for some of you that can be so challenging, because then it's like, managing bills and things like that. And this is where the advice to come in and exploring new ways, and knowing that you're being guided, knowing that ultimately this is just leading you to be at in a better match with your career. For some of you, I'm even hearing love life. Like, definitely didn't want to turn this into a love reading, but for those of you like that are considering just transitioning out of one relationship to another, it's definitely coming through. But for some of you, you can be very intuitive and also have been thinking about creating a platform where you can also share some of your abilities, like tarot reading, oracle reading, astrology, whatever spiritual practice that is that's in your wheelhouse. You've been thinking about creating a platform, and go for it. Absolutely. Surrender and flow, right? Bottom of the deck. So there's definitely a call for a lot of us to, I hate how many times I say, you have no idea. It's just how it is when channeling for a collective sometimes, and it's so many messages coming through. However, there's a song, Reclaim My Power. I think I recently posted it. I'm not going to make any promises to tag it to this video, because that's how life is right now. However, if I do enjoy the song, I'm going to reclaim my power, right? I'm bringing back all of me. I'm taking back all of those words that I didn't want to say. So something also very beautiful to be cultivating as you're no longer attempting to make and break and change obstacles to fit your liking, right? You're reclaiming your power by surrendering to the flow. So let's see. This is my favorite deck. I'm just going to say that. I love all of my decks. However, Elemental Empath just hits every time. And the guidebook gives the most amazing messages. Like I definitely channel without guidebooks and without cards. For YouTubes, we use cards so, the readers can resonate a bit more with the messages. However, Elemental Empath gives the best advice. So let's see for the collective here what advice you can get to help you navigate these obstacles, right? As you figure out if it's something worth fighting for, as you figure out how this new phase of your career, right, how that may look for some of you. It's definitely going to be a change. And for others of you, that relationship that you're not really too focused on, but at the same time, it is in the back of your mind and you are considering leaving that relationship. So we have confidence. Confidence, it's so beautiful. It's fire energy. So you may be an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, or maybe in your top 3. Take up space, love yourself, be you. You are worthy. I love that. I think for many of you, you were very much in your divine feminine energy, and it wasn't very balanced with your divine masculine energy, and you've been working on that and rebalancing that, and so you're becoming more confident with taking up space, right? Oh, and I was just singing the song, Reclaim My Power. How fitting, how beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. So you've been taking up space. Oh, this is my, I went to my first Pride parade. Yes. And I got this shirt. My colleague invited me, and the group I was with, this is the hospital, One Brooklyn Health, and this is the Pride shirt. So some of you watching could be part of the LGBTQ community. So hey girl, hey guy, hey. Anyway, let's get back to the reading. So confidence, take up space, reclaim your power. I will do my best to post that song. So for those of you that are in living situation or work situations, work environments where you've been like reserving yourself and doing things more so for the comfort of others, making sure, I don't know, for some of you, like making sure you're not bringing a specific lunch to work because it really it's a strong odor and it makes the office smell, and then the colleagues complain. You're like, fuck that, I want to eat what I want to eat when I want to eat it. Or maybe, I don't know, certain things, maybe even asking people to kind of be mindful of how they're speaking on the phone. Maybe you have a neighbor that like speaks really loud on their phone, or like their notifications from Teams or whatever platform you guys use. So like at the maximum volume, and it's like, why? So you're also taking up space by creating space for yourself, by asking people to like, could you quiet down, please? So, and in living situations, like expanding your space, being more creative internally, externally, just knowing that you belong here, right? Like you belong here. You are as valuable as the next person next to you. You own your power. You're going to reclaim your power, and you're here and you're existing. I love that. So let's read from the guidebook, Confidence. So what's interesting about confidence, which is number 9, we're going to read it from the 9 book. Number 7 is reclaim your power. I know, Spirit. I will do my best, guys, to leave this song. I will leave this song. Okay. Reclaim my power. You see, I keep saying it, but we're going to confidence, right? Page 159. I'm gonna reclaim my power. That's the song. It's a great song. How would you act if you were fully confident? If you knew that you were lovable, capable, and all around an amazing person, what if you knew that you were allowed to take up space, speak your mind, and take leaps of faith, and that things would work out? We are conditioned to only be valuable if we adhere to societal norms, such as being extroverted and proving our value. This is conditional acceptance based on behaviors. Find confidence in being true to you. Are you stuck in comparison to others? Take up your space. You are allowed to take up your space, be seen, be heard, be you. We often get lost wondering if we are lovable. It's really hard to feel confident if we don't know if we are lovable, if we are perfect. But what if you found confidence in the fact that you as a unique individual exist? Self-love and confidence shouldn't be solely rooted in characteristics and skills. In fact, it's best when they come from a grounded place of choosing confidence rather than from external factors. Remind yourself that you are allowed to be here. You are just as important as everyone else, and the space you take up is valid. Thank you, Spirit. To embody, because we just said that, right? To embody confidence, remember to stand tall in your body and look up and ahead instead of down. So chest up, right? Chest up, head up, be confident, walk into that room proudly, get on that train proudly, get on that bus, get into the workplace, wherever you are, in a space where you're with others or in your space where you're by yourself, right? Chest up, head up. Beautiful. Confidence is about understanding your innate self-worth and value, and you gain it by connecting with your true self instead of being influenced by the opinions of others. So like, people at work, like collective career reading, right? So people at work who have very strong opinions about you, right? Do not absorb those opinions of them. They're going to have them, and the reality is, it is true, we are not all going to be liked. People are going to live in their own worlds, have their own opinions, and be drawn to your light and then attack you. So screw them. Let them have their opinions. Do not be influenced by others. You might be getting lost in your head about thoughts of unworthiness. Take a breath and remember you are worthy. You are important. Take up this space. Or you might be taking up space without any regard for other people. Take up the space, but be mindful and considerate of others when you take it too far, right? So like, you are very mindful. I know that, which is probably why you haven't been taking up the space. So it's like when you're now shifting into taking up the space, do remember to still be mindful, but take up the space, honey. Take up the space. Put your thing in the area where you know it's annoying someone, because why you want it there, and it makes you happy that it's there. Only you can really know when this is here. So only you will know when it's too much, right? And sometimes you will feel a little bit guilty, and that initial guilt is not necessarily the too much of it being too much. That's just becoming that's just the discomfort in doing something new. Practice taking up space when you are alone. Be big. Dance like an idiot. So dance at home, right? Dance around, move your body. Yell at the top of your lungs. Make big, ridiculous movements and let your energy expand without words. Then when you're around people, remember how that felt and embody it. Embody that great energy of freedom that you felt when you were in a space dancing by yourself. Be big energetically. Take up space, right? If you're scared, just do it a little bit at a time. So baby steps. Spend time with people and situations in which you can be comfortable and express yourself. Repeat this mantra to yourself. I am allowed to be myself. We're going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm getting back into the swing of things, and I'm sure you are too, of posting more content regularly, but please definitely do take these messages. If you want a personal, I am absolutely open for personals. We definitely go a lot deeper, and the readings are wonderful, if I must say so myself. So thank you again so much for watching Masterful Divine Feminine 333 Collective. You are loved. I am loved. And what was the affirmation again? Oh, yes, I am allowed to be myself. Bye.